As the Queen's representative in Nova Scotia, it is my pleasure and honor to bring you greetings on the occasion of the 30th anniversary of the Gulf War. À titre de représentant de la reine en Nouvelle-Écosse, c'est avec grand plaisir et honneur que je vous transmets mes salutations à l'occasion du 30e anniversaire de la fin de la guerre du Gulf. On 28 February 2021, we marked the end of the First Gulf War. It was a conflict that was started on 2nd August 1990, when Iraqi forces invaded Kuwait in an attempt to annex that nation and seize its oil resources. Through this invasion, the whole Persian Gulf region was in danger of erupting into conflict. The aggression against Kuwait was met with international condemnation, and Canada joined a coalition of 35 nations to remove the Iraqi forces. Later in August, the Canadian Armed Forces commenced the operation to deploy military forces, including 3 naval ships and air and army forces, to the Gulf. It was an operation the size of which had not been seen since the Korean War in the early 1950s. In Halifax, where the Navy is a prominent presence, sending 3 ships was a particularly significant undertaking. Many people will recall that the shorelines of Halifax and Dartmouth were lined with thousands of citizens who assembled to give an uplifting send-off as the Naval Task Force sailed away. Over 4,000 Canadian Armed Forces personnel participated in the Gulf War. In addition to the naval personnel embarked on Her Majesty's Canadian ships, Protector, Terra Nova, and Athabascan, over 500 personnel were stationed at air bases in Qatar, supporting CF-18 jet squadrons, and Army personnel were dispatched to provide security at Canadian installations in the region. Following the ceasefire, Canadian personnel were deployed in a peacekeeping role on the Iraq-Kuwait border. From a Canadian perspective, the Gulf War demonstrated just how quickly Canada's highly trained and proficient military personnel could deploy to an overseas environment. It was also a military operation that saw women participate in combat roles for the first time. This was not an easy undertaking, as these women blazed a trail in a conservative region where gender roles were markedly different than Canada. Fortunately, no Canadians were lost during the Gulf War. However, severe medical conditions, including chronic fatigue, muscular pain, respiratory complaints, and other mysterious illnesses have plagued a number of the combatants. Sadly, there are a number of veterans who have died from medical ailments that are attributed to military service in that conflict. En ce 30e anniversaire de la fin de la guerre du Golfe, prenons un moment pour rendre hommage à ceux et celles qui ont participé à cette opération. Au nom de la reine et de tous les gens de la Nouvelle-Écosse, je vous remercie d'avoir servi votre pays pour la cause de la paix. On this 30th anniversary of the end of the Gulf War, let us pause to remember those who participated in this operation. On behalf of the Queen and all Nova Scotians, we thank you for your service to your nation in the cause of peace.